this will be incomplete. Physical play on the foot. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up.
I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player, because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add.
And he's going to have to eat this one.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Rivers to throw it. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Time to revisit Tennessee's playoff talk here as they come back out on offense. 9-7 this year for the 4th straight year during the regular season, but unlike last year, this year's 9-7 finish got them into the playoffs. The win that we discussed over New England
hit their formula that they were seeking at the beginning of this season. Big, strong offensive line, run the ball effectively with Derrick Henry, throw off a play action. Now Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback. A.J. Brown, the rookie receiver, has developed very well. And the defense they thought would be at least top 10 is really more like top 5. And they can run. Can they run with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore is going to be the question. But this team believes they can go in there and get it done.
We'll see if Derrick Henry can repeat that 182-yard performance that he had on his 26th birthday in Foxborough.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. As the Chargers come back out here offensively, you think about what happened this past season, and look, the only word to describe it, really disappointing. This was a team that finished 12-4 last year, won a wild card game, expected to be contenders in the AFC West, if not the AFC period. But they start 2-5, Charles, and 5-11 all told. That really threw cold water on any ambitions they may have had.
And how many times does it feel like we've seen the Chargers start 2-5? But have a big finish and are contenders for a playoff spot, if not getting into them. So to me, the big story was they didn't close like they normally do. The 2-5 start actually. The way to a true 5-11 season. Very unusual for them. And now let's move it forward. Going into a new stadium next year. Have to sell tickets. Will Phillip Rivers still be their quarterback? That's the biggest question coming out of Charger land. They have committed to Anthony Lynn as their head coach. But will they have a new guy on the field calling plays next year? And right now, there's a certain free agent back in New England that people are talking about possibly migrating south.
That's what's interesting. What's been stable in the league is a few of these quarterbacks at spots, like Breeze down in New Orleans, Brady in New England, and Rivers with the Chargers. That could all be shaken up a little bit.
It certainly can. And let me correct my geography, migrating west. Because when I say south, the people in Tennessee get excited about number 12 possibly headed their way.
Rivers now already already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
Throwing again. Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 7-7, our score after 1.
390.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Rivers, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Evades him at the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rivers now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now. It's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan. The intended target, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done.
And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much.
Green 90. Hey, Brown 80. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. And a Charger 1st down. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I have zero rooting interest in.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A very solid gain of 27.
It's important to see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, Rivers. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Tannehill on 1st down. He gets it to Humphreys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. 33 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding him.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not.
He's got him in. And complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the... Field judge, it's ruled incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To throw again. Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter.
Not at all, and now you're
point in the game. Back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that